Hi there, Josiah David Finnemore, back with another video. I have decided to stop calling myself Smokey the Bear because as of yesterday, I have quit smoking, and I'm using a pen cap as a placebo for myself to wean myself off of smoking. And I've done it before. I've quit before, back in 2015 when I cold turkeyed everything, and I was in a rehab facility called the Second Chance Ministry. And now I'm trying to do it again by myself and holding myself accountable. So I still have one full pack of cigarettes that's unopened, and I'm carrying that around with me and telling myself the same thing that I told myself when I was quitting weed, was that I can go one more day without it. I can go one more hour without it. I can go one more minute without it. I can go one more second without it. And believing that and using props, things like that, to prop myself up, if you will, props for my props, then I've also started to work out, and I'm drinking a protein shake. Less dishes if you drink it straight out of the container. And I've got my my 10-pound weight, and I've just been passing that back and forth from arm to arm to try to get a little stronger. For those of you who don't know, or who are just joining me for this video, I've been diagnosed with bipolar 1, which has to do with bouts of mania that last for approximately 7 days, sometimes less, sometimes more. But I'm on medication, and it has been helping me. Unfortunately, I have started having audible and visual hallucinations, and so I'm hoping that by quitting smoking and doing light exercises, that will help replace some of the unhealthy habits like smoking cigarettes and just being depressed by myself. And so I'm really working hard to change those habits and to use my high times as doing healthy things like working out, and my low times as recovering, like sleeping and stuff and taking a nap. But it is a battle. I'm still looking for work, and I've realized that I cannot build my own business. It is not the time for me to do that, or to be in a place to do that in my mind. So I'm looking for a part-time administration job, because my body is not as strong as it used to be. I was in a motorcycle accident in 2013, and I broke my pelvis in 7 places, and they pushed it all together and put 2 screws through me, and then thankfully they removed those screws a year later in 2014. But I was in quite a bit of pain, and at that time I unfortunately started taking hard drugs, which led me to needing to go to rehab in 2014 into 2015. But 2015 was a good year for me, being completely clean and off the drugs, going through a program where I was able to get my security guard license, and I did security for 7 years after that. So it is strange that after stopping smoking weed, that I started to go into these manic phases, and unfortunately it affected me so much that I quit my job at Safeway. Sad to say, I thought people were judging me and reading my mind and all of these strange things, But then when you act weird, people will start talking about you, you know? And so it started to become difficult to know where reality and my mental issues began and ended. I also grew up with a lot of unhealthy theology, and so now I'm at a time in my life where I am rightly dividing my theology based on what is true and real and reasonable, opposed from what is unhealthy and unreasonable. So I've started to go to a Baptist church, which is very strong in their fundamentals on salvation. And I do believe I am saved, and I received salvation, and I am going to be baptized this Sunday at my church, and I'm looking forward to that. And perhaps maybe I can find some work either in the church or doing something like that for, I don't know, administration type style work, just because my body is not holding up as much as it used to. So, all of that to say, I appreciate you checking in with me. I know my family's on there looking and appreciating and supporting is the word I'm looking for. Just there to support me. And I appreciate those out there that are praying for me and supporting me in that way as well. If you do have or know someone that has mental health issues, please feel free to contact me at josiahfenimore@yahoo.com, and I'll send you my resources. I'm out here in Placer County, and I'm thankful, very thankful for them and for my doctor and for my friends and family. And so if you also have any leads on an admin position that I might be able to work part-time, I would muchly appreciate it if you don't mind sending me some information about that at josiahdfenimore@gmail.com or to the josiahfenimore@yahoo.com. Any help in that regard would be appreciated. Thank you, and I'll end the video there. Have a good one. Peace.